Good day to all of my emperors and empresses, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, princesses and princesses. Last but never least, we got the beaches. And the beaches. And I will never forget about the beaches and beachettes. Why? Because it's levels to the bullshit, CLA. Now, anything you would like to know about me is in the description box below. I'm coming to y'all with a short, simple message on today. And there is quite a lot of messages, so I hope that you can keep up with me. And if you can't keep up, then rewind. And if you still can't keep up, this might not be the message for you, my darling. Now, I'm coming to you. I invited my cousin Tierra to the show. And I got a message basically saying, it was inappropriate. I'm just going to put it in my own words, whether this is how it was said or not. It was inappropriate. I'm taking too many smoke breaks, meaning that I'm taking too many coke breaks. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at I introduced my cousin, Tierra, just 2 episodes ago. Go look at the last 2 episodes of this video. So, I was just gonna say it like this. There are all type of people from different walks of life who have experienced things that you probably haven't experienced, or maybe you have seen it in your family household. Clearly, Tierra is a cokehead. She is. And she's giving messages. But the problem is, people seem to look at the messenger more than the message. It's not about her being a cokehead, or if her hair is flat ironed or braided up, or if she's washing a child or not. The point of the matter is, people are out there on coke in real life, yes. And they're really doing it in front of children, yes. And they're really taking breaks in front of the children, whether it is a smoke break or a coke break. Now, it's not about the messenger, it's about the message. And we all know on this channel that I'm not really on coke. And if I was, it's none of your fucking business. But we know that I'm not. Strictly for entertainment purposes. And people out there who really are on drug giving out messages, and people seem to ignore them. Well, fuck all that. How did the drugs get here? But that's another story, right? So we're not going to ignore reality like things don't really happen. And I'm hoping this is making sense. The Almighty showed things out of the norm. Just like in the good book, when the Almighty came to the people's house and wanted to be treated with kindness and love, but the Almighty was not treated with kindness and love from the people who even owned the house. But the prostitute got on both of her hands and knees and put her perfume all on his feet. The prostitute rubbed his feet down in front of those people who wasn't even treating him kind, but welcomed him inside of the household, or welcome her inside of the household, but did not treat her with kindness, but that prostitute did. So it's not about who's giving the message. It's not about who's giving you comfort. It's, are you getting satisfaction from it? Are you listening to the message? Not that I have a problem with it, but it's a lot of things that goes on in this earth that people don't address, but they address things like, for instance, me putting on a wig and putting baking soda on my nose and acting as if it was Coke. Did you get the message? I have a scripture for you. And it says, it's from Isaiah 53. This is a random smathem as always. Isaiah 53 and 3. And he says, and it says, and he will startle many nations. Startle means shock. Just like when the prostitute got on her hands and knees and put the oil on his feet. Her best oil. It wasn't no cheap shit. Kings will stand speechless in his presence. You don't know what the Almighty gonna look like. You don't know. In first off, we're all are representations of the Almighty, good and bad. The song coming up in my head, what if God was one of us? Just a stranger like one of us. Do, 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 do on a bus. Would you even say hi? That's not how the song goes. But we know this, right? For they will see what they had not been told. They will understand what they had not heard about. You're going to see some things you haven't been told. You're going to hear some things you haven't been told. You're going to see some things you ain't been saw. You're going to hear some things you ain't heard nothing about. So don't be so secluded. That's the word I want to. Secluded meaning.
Here's the definition of secluded. Of a place, not seen or visited by many people, sheltered and private.
There it is again. Not seen by many people. This is just what that scripture just said. But the way I was trying to lose, don't be so secluded. That's what unfrequent, tucked away. Don't be so tucked away. Don't be so hidden to the or balled up in a little shaking and scared of something that you never experience, or being closed off, or some of the weirdest things, or some stuff is about to come to light that you ain't never seen before, and you can't be so in a box. Keep someone away from other people. Some of us have been kept away for so long, secluded. I'm using it right. Shit. Just because I ain't know right off what it mean, I know I be using shit right. And I ain't trying to be cocky about it and let no ego come out of nothing, but it is what it is. I know what I was talking about, baby. Don't be so closed off to where you miss blessings. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve love too, baby. And it told me to go from Isaiah. What did I just tell y'all? Isaiah what? Dang, go back. But it sent me to Rome 15 and 21. I really want to get what is that? Isaiah. Okay, yeah, Isaiah 52 and 15. But it sent me to Rome 15 and 21, and it says, I have been following the plan spoke of in the scripture where it says, those who have never been told about him will see, and those who have never heard of him will understand. So, and it also says something about Acts 21 and 19. Just in case if you didn't understand any of those messages, I'm trying to dumbify it as much as possible so you can understand. But that was from Rome, and it says Acts. Okay, I forgot. Okay, Acts 21 and 19. It's not about who's giving the message. It's about the message. That's what confuse people nowadays, and why they pick on us so much as Pisces or whoever they might be picking on us, because we're all made of water at the end of the day, and Pisces is a water sign. We're all made of water. That's something that we all have in common in this beach, unless you just a demon up in this beach. Made of blood and nothing but filthy, nasty blood. Then again, that's still water now, is it? Anywho's, okay, and we have here Acts 21 and 19. After greeting them, Paul gave a detailed account of the things God had accomplished among the Gentiles through his ministry. I don't know the whole story of the Gentiles, so I can't really go into that. Okay? But I can say is when God stepped foot into those people's house, and I forget what people house he stepped foot in, and they did not welcome him, and that prostitute did. And God said, "Oh, thank you. You are so wonderful. You are so amazing." They said, "What are you doing, you prostitute? Get off your knees. This is Jesus. Get off your knees." He said, "Hold up. This the only one who's showing me some love up in this beach. This prostitute. How dare you? Get your ass out of my face and let this prostitute continue to please me." Confirmation. We're going to get into the message. 14 minutes. Just the talking of that. I had to get that out the way first. And you best believe I'm telling my cousin Tierra what the fuck was said about her. And she gonna have a little word from y'all too, because I already know, especially if she gonna take her cigarette breaks. Yes, indeed. That was just me. You ain't gonna about to talk about my family like that. No, you won't. Did you get the message? Hold on one moment. Yes, and I am back. So yeah, it's not about the message, it's not about the messenger, it's about the message. And some things are going to be, what's the word that I use? Oh, some people will be startled. Some people will be startled, feeling or showing certain shock about how things used to be, how things are going now. Hell, you never know how the future is going to go. The very people that you frown upon could be the leaders, or the messengers, I should say, because a messenger is a leader. Okay, spirit, dear spirit, what do you want the people to know about this very topic, please? Dear Wanda, what do you want the people to know about this? Something I'm hearing era. So, era. What does era mean?
Here's the definition of era: a long and distinct period of history with a particular feature or characteristic.
Okay, the COVID came out. This is what the Almighty is bringing up. Okay. Be yourself. Okay. I'm just going to give an example really fast. Era just came up, and it's era means age, period, time, generation. Things are not how it used to be. I remember back, well, I don't remember, but I did research, and I could actually be in the movies or in the stories and feel what my ancestors went through as far as slavery. And if you don't want to hear about slavery and all that, please just exit off, or better yet, unsubscribe, because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, because I'm going to talk about what I need to. We're just going to take this COVID as what I'm talking about now, slavery. My ancestors could not be themselves for the simple fact because they was too black. But the deep down of it all, they were magical. They were so wonderful and amazing. And their skin was seen as they were animals instead of actual human beings. They could not be themselves because they were seen as COVID. They were seen as, oh, don't touch them, confirmation. Are you all right, darling? Yes, you can smile. They were seen as, oh no, get away from them. They're coughing, step away. They could not be themselves. They had to be secluded. And they were doing nothing but just being them. Couldn't even have no pie. This ain't Black History Month. Didn't I ask your ass to leave? Every day is Black History. And if I decide to put on a wig and play in some coke, then that's what I will do. But back to, that's not me. That's my cousin Sierra. So people seem to think that just because you carry a certain Okay, how can I say this? This is a different time, different day. People are being a lot more outspoken. When I was younger, I didn't really get a chance to speak and talk and laugh and be myself really completely when I had people over me trying to judge what the fuck I did. And if that happened to me young, I'm damn sure ain't gonna let it happen to me and as an adult. And then be regretful and when I get up in my 50s and 60s, like, I wish I didn't listen to people. I wish I would have just went out and did what was best for me. Hell no. I'm not doing that. You do it. To each his own. If that's what you want to do, you do it. I ain't judging you. Only thing I can do is give you the message. If you just looking at the outer appearance instead of listening to the message, then guess what? That's your gift. Be yourself. We're going to put that out here. Oh, Almighty gave us several messages. Boundaries and respect. Now, some people probably think that I crossed the line when I did that. Coke on the nose. Having them cigarette breaks. But I'm putting in the mind of Dave Chappelle. And he just, I mean, not saying that I'm Dave Chappelle, but I really admire that he tells the truth and make other people feel uncomfortable because he's telling the truth. Then change your fucking ways. Not saying that the person that came to me does coke or anything. But then again, that's their business, not mine. That's their path, not mine. And for the record, since people want to be curious, even coke come from a plant. Now, what they put up in it is what they put up in it. But coke is actually natural. It comes from a plant. Yes, dear spirit, what do you want to say about this COVID? Or, like people just, I'm getting energy. People like, like, oh no, I don't want to be next to you. I want to deal with you. You're homeless. You're a cokehead. You're a crackhead. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't have no money. That's what that COVID, when I see that COVID, people treating you like ill. They treating you like, you got COVID. Stay away from me. Be yourself. I don't give a fuck what it is. Page of Swords here. I don't know. I got a snooty energy from this Page of Swords. Somebody that's watching. But it's like this Page of Swords is giving me like a much of a snooty. What does snooty mean?
Here's the definition of snooty. Informal. Showing disapproval or contempt toward others, especially those considered to belong to a lower social class.
Didn't I just say what the fuck I just said? The Almighty giving me these words. The only thing I'm doing is bringing them to you. And you don't see my face, so you don't know if I got coke on the nose or not. But anyway, this Page of Sword is very snooty. Yeah, I can tell because it's the way that he or she putting their nose up. Very snooty. Acting like they're better. And then we got the Hierophant at the bottom. Oh, I don't do things in this way. I hope y'all can hear me. Hold on. Got a person like, oh, I don't do things in this way. It shouldn't be done that way. It's a lot of things that you're not going to recognize, baby. It's a lot of things that prosperity. It's a lot of things that you think is the right way is not the right way. It's a lot of things that you think is crazy is actually sane. It's a lot of things that's sane is actually crazy. So even with the COVID thing, a lot of our DNAs, even during that time, DNAs was like tossed and turned around. It's a lot of powers or immunity that you have from even if you didn't have COVID. If you did get it, then that means that you're going to be immune to it. But people was getting COVID back in 2015 and they wasn't calling it COVID. They were calling it simply the flu. Beach. Yeah. There's the Seven of Swords. So, and I'm getting the energy here that somebody gets caught off of simply somebody is showing you their true self, their true feelings, and their true how they feel. This seems like a conditional love as well. There's nothing but swords here, Pisces. So this is a conditional love. I'm getting the energy of that. When you're doing things that the person like, they like you. But when you're not doing things that the person like, they don't like you. So if you decide to switch something up, they're like, ew, what are you doing? Go back to the old. I change every day, beach. It's levels to the bullshit, beach. There's a Seven of Swords here. Like they, if, they're kissing all on you at first. They're kissing all on. Oh, you're doing everything that I like for you to do. I love you. I love you. But as soon as you start being yourself, indicating nervous, trying to be perfect. No, they want you to be perfect. They want you to do everything they want you to do at that given time. Yeah. We have here the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Let's see what energy I'm picking up from this Nine of Pentacles, because they're in reverse as well. I'm getting energy that this Nine of Pentacles actually possibly could have got caught slipping. I'm also getting the energy here that someone is cutting themselves. Okay, now I'm getting an energy of someone is cutting themselves on their arms, specifically. Oh, both arms. They're cutting both arms. And this is just putting me, okay, baby, you gotta fuck what people say, because that person is hiding or secluded. They can't be themselves, and they're hurting themselves, cutting themselves due to the fact of they can't be themselves. Hold on one moment. Yes, yes, baby. Here you go. They cannot be themselves. They also have been abused and all sorts of things. Okay, boundaries and respect. Because they can't be themselves. The Nine of Swords. That's a person that, trying to people please everybody, not knowing when to say, you know what, let me speak up for myself. Let me put it in the bud. Let me nip it in the bud right now. Nothing but swords here in a pentacle. This is Aquarius here too. And a Virgo. Darling. Didn't really get a chance to express themselves as a child, and now the world wants them to shut up too. And we have 9-9 here. That's what I'm seeing. 9-9-24. The person could be 24. We have 19 here. 109, I should say. Somebody could be born in January. We have 37 here. So someone can be 37. Very having nightmares or living a nightmarish is not a word, but living in turmoil or living in chaos within themselves, within their own minds, about boundaries and respect. They can't really express themselves. They're closed off, they're closed in, they're secluded. Not only have I had a life of having to be secluded and closed in and stepping on pins and needles so I will not hurt anybody else, but I have to keep myself in a box. Hell no. My ancestors did. This is a different era. So whoever's out there cutting themselves in misery, or you don't have to necessarily be cutting yourself physically, but you could be cutting yourself spiritually, trying to please other people when spirit is trying to tell you to be or be yourself, or be who you need to be and be who you should be. So the end of the day, you got to be yourself, no matter who that is. And I put something up on the community board to be exact. And what the hell did that say? Because I need to know what it said. I put up two things. I won't close myself off for someone else. If I win you, I win you. If I lose you, I lose you. But I'm not trying to win or lose you. The message is for us who it's for, who it's for. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But you live to fight another day. And it says, Christopher Walken once said, if you know how quickly people forget the dead, you will stop living to impress people. This is about you. So you cannot live your life in misery and then one day you croak off and hit the bucket, kick the bucket. And then in the afterlife, you like, damn, only thing I ever did was please people. Never pleasing myself. Confirmation. You better get it right on that left side, because that's what I seen. Somebody was cutting the left side. So I don't know if the left side you always cut first, but the left side is where the heart is. The left side is your creativity. Do not dumb down your creativity to please someone who don't cut your checks. The Almighty cuts your checks. One moment. Yes, I forgot the point. Oh, and another thing. Anything I lost, I wasn't supposed to have, and anybody I lost, I wasn't supposed to be around, simply. So even with this subscribe thing, people go up and down. One minute they subscribe, the next minute they leave when I say something that they don't like. That's fine. I'm not trying to keep nobody that ain't trying to be kept. You shouldn't be trying to keep a man that don't want to be kept. You agree, Belly? You agree? You agree? You got a cute butt. Yeah. And another thing the lady said also, like, your children, you don't want people lying on you about, you don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't think you should take it down. Take it down. Take it down. I said, oh no, I'm not taking it down. I remember I did that and I regret it. I took a video down, a funny ass video. That was probably the funniest video I ever fucking did. I said, I'm not taking that down. You sell your car. I'm not selling my car. You sell your car. Okay, Belly. What's going on? Dear Spirit, please, about this message. Yeah, treating them, yeah. As a child. They was telling you, yeah. And someone was being real childish. Like, you got that? You got cooties? Let me stay away from you. Let me stay away from you. You got cooties? Yeah, the wind blowing real tough. And that's nothing but air energy. The wind is outside blowing really tough. That's nothing but air energy. And it's like people lives and mind being a turmoil just off of what other people want to do with their lives or decisions that they made. There's the Hierophant again. Somebody wants somebody to conform here. To conform to their ways, or you're going to do what I say. That's the energy that I'm getting from that. The Page of Swords is like a bully too. A Page of Swords can be a bully. Treating people treating people fold up out here. They're treating people real fold. They want somebody to fold. Whether this is a child or not. This is childish of them to think somebody's going to fold because they're doing something that they don't like. We got the number 12 here. There's the number 12 is the Hangman in the deck. What number is this? The number 13. Okay, so there's some type of elder here. I'm getting the energy of that. Either elderly women or somebody's like sorrow because they can't, or you're older and you feel sorrow because you can't be yourself. It's only when the person like really, like what you're saying or like what you're doing, that's the only time that they, or even give you money. I'm getting the energy of that. You really want to be independent, but somebody won't allow you to be independent for the simple fact of um you just too free, wild and free. They don't want you to be wild and free. What does that say? Hold on, I'm just seeing something where it said be yourself. That says nobody's perfect. You're being yourself. Nobody is perfect. Do you. Be the best you that you can be. No matter what. If a person can't take a joke, fuck them. We have the sun card here. Some things has been brought into the light. You're starting to learn that you have to put boundaries and respect down for certain people so you can keep your sanity. Because I'm telling you, when I felt like that, I felt when she came to me with that, I was like, wow, this feels like, and not bashing her or anything. Hell, I didn't give any names. So, um, I felt like, damn, this feels like a mother and father, or somebody trying to keep me in a box energy. And then it's something that she said that threw me off, like, um, you don't want to go through that with your children again. I'm like, wait, hold up, hold. My stories that I give you on here are simply examples, not to be bashed and thrown in my face. Now, that is something that I did not tell her, but an eyebrow was lifted when she said that. But I was shocked that that was even wrong to me. But since it did come to me, the stories or the tales that I tell you is not to get thrown in my face. It's simply a life experience of me. But once again, even if you do throw it in my face, that's something that I got off of me and I put it on you just so you can know. I know how it is being raised up and people not giving the information or telling stories or giving. I was raised in a secluded household for real. They didn't give us nothing. Informational wise. The information was not given. It was almost like I was living in a fantasy until I got in a real world and see how everything was. Hell, they even hide secrets within your family. Hell, you didn't even know the auntie was on drugs until you see all her damn teeth gone. And when one of my aunties, they didn't take care of her teeth when she was a child, and she lost all her damn teeth. So when she got on drugs, that was just a underlay for the underlay. What's going on, Belly Welly? Look at my friends. That was an underlay. That was an underlay for the underlay. That was an underlay for the underlay. Gotta keep saying that. Is that 33 twice? And that's 20. Okay, that's 25. Yeah, so I'm even thinking of that lady who mother kept her secluded in the house, and she finally got a boyfriend, and her and the boyfriend killed the mother. But she was keeping her in the house and making the girl think that she was sick, and she really wasn't sick. I forgot whose story that was, but that was a true story. And they killed the lady, all so she can get free. And then they gave her 20 years. That was bold because that lady tried to keep her locked up. So what I'm saying is, oh damn, this 44. I did not know I was talking this long. This 44 minutes. One moment. Yes. I appreciate if you stayed this long, but boundaries and respect. I apologize. I didn't know it was going to be this long. But hell, the message had to be given out. I wasn't looking at the timer. So if this message is for you, you would have stayed all this time. If it's not, it's not. Simple. What is going? Do it again. If it's for you, then it's for you. If it isn't, it isn't. Don't keep repeating myself about it all. No, girl, that's mine. That's mine. You know, yeah, so that just threw me off when she said, like, your children, you don't want somebody lying on you again. I told her, people been lying on me my whole damn life. So if you think to lie on me, go ahead. You the one that's gonna suffer the consequences in the end. And I just hope she wasn't the one that was gonna throw something out there. But you never know. You just never know. No offense to anybody, but you just never know. There's the Ten of Swords again. Somebody is literally like killing themselves, or I've been through the worst of it all. I've been through COVID, I've been through beatings, I've been through black eyes, I've been through coke, I've been through weed, I've been through addiction, sexual addictions, whatever the case may be. Even people that's out there molesting and raping, people can turn their life over. Okay. People can turn their life over one day and confess, like, you know what, I've been through this. I was once a molestor. And you're so mad, like, you used to molest children, instead of just saying, like, oh my God, thank you for turning your life around. You're judging the fact. It's like, once a molester, always a molester. Once a crackhead, always a crackhead. Okay. Instead of just, like, people just try to always, like, judge people. Okay. I'm gonna sit up. It is a little hot in here. People always trying to just judge people for what they do instead of, or who they been, instead of, instead of, like, they kept me secluded. I never showed you my whole self. In some sense, you keep yourself secluded. You never show your whole self, and it kills you because you think, oh, people gonna judge me. Fuck those people. I just seen a middle finger. And that's the end of the day. Okay. Keep going. Thank you. Yeah, Three of Swords. Heartbroken. I ain't gonna lie. Because you want to please other people and thinking, oh, I can't be myself. Yeah, making a decision to be myself or to not be myself. To be myself or to not be myself. I'm getting the energy that a elder is even watching over you, an elder lady. And, like, she see your heartbreak. She see, like as much as you try to be independent, and how these people, they don't like you no more when you do something they don't like. You got to do what's best for you, baby. Boundaries and respect. This is good luck. Boundaries and respect. 33 is significant for somebody. I'm seeing 333. One more, please. One more, please. The temperance, balance. And this is, you know how to do it. Boundaries and respect. It's not like you overstepping somebody's boundaries like that to where you're going to have critics like that saying you should be doing that. But you know how to balance it out. You know what? You're going to make them think. Like, you know what? Maybe it was, yeah, it went out. Maybe it wasn't all that bad. You know how to balance, whether it drugs or whatever the case may be. You know how to do things in moderations. That's the energy that I'm getting with that. And then we have the Four of Cups down here, starting to not feel like, regret or sorrow, and being more appreciative and not missing out on opportunities because how other people feel about what you're doing. This is your life. The end of the day, this is your life. There's a for sharing. Someone is sharing. That's the energy that I'm getting with here. The good and the bad and the ugly. You're getting thrown inside that fire, and you got to make the best out of what you have. The end of the day, boundaries and respect. You're not going to keep holding this nightmare, holding yourself in, feeling like it's a nightmare because you're trying to please other people. I hope this was helpful. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Deuce. Kiss, kiss. Know thyself. Heal thyself. Love thyself. Loving guidance always. Loving guidance all around. Talk to you soon.